That's good. Okay, welcome all of you again. And let's have another wonderful session to talk about our dreams. Although we are talking about the dreams which come in the night, we know how important it is to dream in our lives, right? Whether the dream happens or not, dream is something which gives you so much of energy, right? I don't know why we call both as dreams. The dream, which is something like a desire for us, and also the dream which happens in the night. Is it because that's not in reality? Is it because we are trying to say that whatever my desire is a dream which cannot come true? Or is it so much belong to the subconscious mind? I don't know why we call both as dreams. Maybe it's all for you to figure out and let us know in the next session why both of them are called as dreams. Or, according to me, both of them are so nice. It's nice to just sit and dream something, whether it happens or not for you. And also, it is nice to just go through the dream in the night. It makes life very interesting, if nothing. Okay. So, having said that, last week we spoke about science, right? We spoke about the dream science, right? I hope all of you remember. And even if you have not probably really worked on it, sometimes just because we spoke at least that day, that like last Tuesday, you might have got some signs and you might have observed it. Okay. So we also talked about there are three types of dream signs, right? One is which is impossible to have, like something like a Dracula in your dream, very fictitious. And another thing is something which is theme based. And the third one is recurring pattern. Okay. So let us just a bit of.
What's the first one?
First one is, I don't remember the word. Anybody remember the word? Thematic is the second one. First one is something like which anomalous means something which is not possible to happen in your life. Like, like for example, I'm not talking about Mumbai people here, but if Amitabh Bachchan comes to my dream, definitely that's not happening in my life, right? So that's a dream sign for me. Something which is really not happens in your life, in the normal life, is all that. And the second one is all about uh, theme based, like still attending your school, still taking the exams, etc. Right? So if anyone here have observed any dream signs, then you can share it. Not necessarily the last week, at least if you have observed any such dream signs in your life.
Hi, Ishani. Hi, Anna here.
Anna, tell me.
Yeah, I never dream, but as you say, we dream, but we don't recall, right? So I think years and years I've never dreamt, maybe once in a blue moon. But last week I did dream something, and it was, I think, I normally get up at 4 o'clock every morning. So I got up and I forgot. Then I went to the loo, and then I normally go to sit and chant my prayers. And when I was chanting, I remember the whole thing. And then I didn't forget it. And it was something so stupid that I saw Akshay Kumar in a hypermarket, and I was telling somebody, and they said, "Don't say there are cameras all around." So I got scared. So I went out, and then I started telling everybody. So it was as stupid as that, but I recalled everything.
Okay, that's wonderful. You could recall everything. Even in that, you can, whenever you can recall, just for the fun of it. Okay, you can always try to decode why did I dream that.
Yeah.
If it make any sense, if it's just a normal dream and you don't have to sit and decode all the dreams, right? You don't have to do it. But certain few times, and I'll tell you, especially if something is going on in our life, then everywhere hints are coming to you from your own self. So at that time, certain few dreams, when you just analyze, you will start getting a little bit of hints. Okay, and it's not necessary that we should have issues in our life. Okay, for your growth, greater growth, and for your, let's assume you are doing your spiritual practices, you can have amazing communication from yourself, from your higher self, or whatever, in the context of the dream. And it's not direct, but definitely it'll give you a lot of downloads. You know, it's very nice. So since you said that usually I don't dream, but sometimes I remember, ask yourself why sometimes you remember. What is so important about it that you remember? I don't know about it right now, but in the next class I'm planning to do how to decode the dream. Okay, and it's each one, it's different. There is no rule book, there is no cookbook recipe.
How do you know it's a message from a higher self? Because
It
sometimes
can be a message
if
from anywhere.
sorry,
It can be a message from anywhere. What I'm
okay,
saying is basically, Pratima, everything is there in us. Okay, your
okay,
subconscious mind is there, the deepest memories are there, and your super consciousness is there, your higher self is there. Everything is there at different levels. It
yeah,
depends on what level you're accessing. So
okay,
ultimately it is you, because it has
yeah,
to come through you.
yeah,
So
okay,
all the awarenesses are coming from somewhere,
yeah.
but it
Because
doesn't come
sometimes
to you.
if you watch a TV program or something you were thinking of doing and you didn't finish it, when you wake up, you get a little bit of that in your dream. And when you're thinking, where did
Absolutely.
this come from? You say, oh, it was because of this
Yes.
movie I watched or this. Yeah.
Absolutely, you're right. So, one more today, especially what we're talking is something like that. How can you make your dream, you plan your dream in such a way that you get that in your dream? Okay. Now, the
Yeah.
thing is, even when you watch a movie, I'm not even saying that half a movie, you just watched the whole movie and you slept off. Something similar to that came into your dream, but there is a reason why it came. It is not just that you saw that TV. There is something probably resonating with you. There is
Yeah.
something you don't agree with it. There is
Yeah.
something which has reminded you of someone else. Something is there in that.
Yeah.
And that is why it has come.
Yeah.
It is like
Yeah.
family constellation. Why you are able to play that role so well? Because something resonates inside you and you are able to play it, right? If it is
Yeah.
too alien, if it is too disconnected, obviously it doesn't come. Because it's all about reconfiguring or aligning and understanding what is required for you, what doesn't require for you, and psychological healing. All of that happens in the dream state.
Okay.
Though we have not yet found out completely what actually it is all about. Some part we are able to decode, and some
Okay.
people have made use of it in several things like war. People, the soldiers who have undergone trauma in the war, when something they dealt with the dream, they are able to, like, get out of it, and so many such things are there. And lots of people use dream as part of their spiritual growth also. Why? Because there is some unknown area is hidden there.
So does
And
it have to be the dream at night, or suppose in the
it can
afternoon
be
you fall
anything
asleep?
actually. It can be anything. But the thing is,
Anytime. Right.
it can be anything. But most often what happens is the later part of the night, that is after 4.5 hours of the night, when it gets over, the later
Yeah.
part of the night has longer dream cycles.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there you will get good amount of dream time.
Okay.
But otherwise, even in the afternoon, you'll have a short, dream, which could be meaningful, because dream time is not exactly same time as in the real time.
Okay.
Small
Yeah.
little dream, a child will tell you a huge story. How is that
Yeah.
possible to dream in 10 minutes? It's
Yeah.
that's what it is. Time is
Yeah.
little different there.
Yeah, I remember long time back, I used to dream in episode, where I left off.
Yeah,
Next
true.
off, I wouldn't remember it in detail, but I could uh, understand it was, like a follow on.
It's like a follow-on, yeah. And also that follow, it's a wonderful thing because when the first episode happened, you would have thought about it, you would have come to some conclusion or judgments about it. And based on that, your second episode would change actually. It would have changed. This is how actually you control the dreams.
Okay.
You got it right. So if you're aware of all of that, that's how you can manifest the dream the way you want. And that can be for healing purpose, that can be for any purpose.
Yeah.
Another thing is there, you can never use the dream for a wrong purpose.
Yeah.
Because your whatever you call that antratma or whatever you call the deep inside you is a good personality. It's not a dark one. So
Yeah.
it cannot create anything bad in the dream space. Maybe you can be bad in the conscious space, but not in the dream space. Dream space, you're very truthful to yourself.
Okay. So in the dream, it's all about you, or can you
It's all
manage
about you.
for others also?
It's all about you and you for others, or your
Okay.
opinion about others. It's about you. Okay. So, what happens exactly in the dream is you are kind of seeing all aspect of yours. Me who is scared of something, me who is wanting for appreciation, me who is probably wants to play a greater role, me who wants to heal the pain.
Okay.
And it's all about, it's totally metaphorical. What does metaphorical mean? It is not the truth, it is only indicative.
Yeah.
So the story you don't believe. What does that make you feel? Or what's that message it is giving you? That is what you need to concentrate on. That's why
Okay.
the whole dream is metaphorical.
So
Right?
when they say water means this and this means this, it should be different for everyone. It can't be
Absolutely. It should be different for everyone. It should be different for different days for the same person.
okay.
But because we have been hearing a lot of things, if you're a tarot reader, you know that water means emotions. You know
Yeah.
that water means flowing. Okay. If you're a shamanic person, water is so much of an environment. And again, it makes some part of emotions and it'll hold the memory. So you have all of those things. So if you're an acupuncturist, water is all about fear, and different organs. So these knowledge we have in the external world, in the conscious waking time,
Yeah.
would have programmed your subconscious mind too.
Okay.
So
Right.
when the water comes naturally, you will feel, oh, it's fear for me, or it's keeping my emotions, it's indicating emotions. Like that, you can decode it. But that is again unique for you. It may be just water for me. I have to drink 3 liters of water every day. It can be that for you. Then it's
Yeah.
indicating you are not drinking enough water. Many times when we feel like going to the loo, we keep getting dreams where we're visiting toilets so much everywhere, but you still don't feel that you went to the toilet, don't you? Then you
Yeah.
wake yourself up and you go to the toilet.
Yeah.
So the dream is telling you, go, your bladder is full.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
That
exactly how
happens.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Now, if you see a toilet, does this mean something? If a book says, do you believe that? Because you have a first-hand experience. You don't believe it, right?
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. Okay? Okay, ladies. So let's move on. Urvashi had something to say and I stopped her from saying because I wanted her to share with everybody. Urvashi, can you tell us?
Yeah, out of the three dreams over a few, I don't know exactly how many weeks, one only I remember. I joined a camp kind of And when I joined there and reached there, I'm allotted a room.
What is that? I can't hear you properly.
I join a camp,
You join what?
camp,
Camp.
CMP.
Okay. You joined a camp and then?
Yeah. And when I reach there, I'm allotted a room.
Okay.
And in that room, there are two more roommates with me.
Mhm.
One is a young girl and one is a middle-aged lady. And I am me, myself, as I am. And what I see is there is no arrangement and there is no provision for anything, tea, meals, nothing. So what I wonder is what kind of camp it is. And you have not even informed us to make our own arrangements. So I tell my roommates, no, I can't stay like this. I'm not carrying anything with me. And neither they have informed us. That lady had carried some tea, etc. And the girl had biscuits. So we had tea and biscuits. And I'm ready to leave and I've decided I'm not staying back. I go to inform the people of my decision, and but I heard it is somewhere near the beach. So then I think I've come so far. Let me at least go to the beach and have a look. And when I go to the beach, there are all very big size. I don't know whether they are fishing boats or what, but big size boats, but not kept properly. Some are under repair, and all that work is going on. And there I saw some men, and out of them, two men, the school I worked in, two peons from that school, and which both of them are no more. So they tell me, Madam, aap idhar kaise? So I tell them this is how it is, and I've decided to go back. तो बोले हाँ ठीक अच्छा किया मैडम यहाँ पे ऐसा ही है. They also give me that kind of report. And and then I decide to come back. This is the dream. So
Okay.
I don't know how to make of it and why I see those two men.
Okay. So the thing is, decoding the dream is next week we are going to do. Okay.
Sorry.
Decoding the dream we are doing next week.
Okay. Okay.
But what you can do is, did you identify the dream signs here? One is definitely those two men are dead. They are no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
So it's a thematic, it's a theme based, which
Okay,
was
okay.
once upon a time.
Yeah.
The second thing is, do you often go to camps?
No,
So
no, not at all.
not at all.
I think after my schooling, no camps.
Okay. So it is something like, in my life, I don't go to camps, but I saw it here can be a dream sign. Okay?
It would be a sign.
Dream sign.
Okay.
And another one is the two people you saw as your roommates. Do you know them?
Yeah, I knew them.
Okay. In reality, you know them?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
They
So
were peons. They were peons in my school.
huh.
One died very young, well, a bit young.
No. Your roommates. Your roommates.
No, roommates, all strangers. I didn't.
Strangers.
Yes, no, I
Yes.
was not knowing them before.
So these strangers are also dream signs. Okay.
Mm.
So what is the use of having a dream sign? Dream sign will tell you that this is a dream. This is not the reality.
Okay.
The moment you tell yourself, since these are dream signs, when the dream is happening, you can change the dream, because it's all about making sure that you are aware that you are dreaming and it's not reality.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is this dream indicating? That we will see next time. But
Okay.
if the dream is already over, if you are decoding it, it will do only so much for you. It will of course heal, but not to the extent where in the dream you realize and you can heal.
Yeah.
So
But by next week, I may not even remember.
write it. So next week, whatever you remember will come.
And you talked about exam. It is not very recently, but I have, yes, I have, experienced this dream of exam, sitting for exam.
See, the thing
And
is,
mostly it ends up like I have never completed my exam. So I always
yeah,
finish
it's
in a
basically the
very,
fear of something. When what I'm saying is, when you get these kind of things, you should be able to transform the fear into something. That is the part which is like changing the dream. That is where you need little more control over the dream. Okay.
okay,
Another thing, some 2 years back you got a dream. If you're remembering it, you're remembering it, but it's of no use now. It is very contextual
okay,
because subconscious mind keeps giving you what is important to you now.
okay.
You got it right. It was very
Yeah.
impactful. That's why you remembered it. Why most of the dreams you don't remember? Because they are not so important.
No, this I found very weird. Okay, how out of the blue.
That's what I'm
Bit,
saying. So because it was weird, you remembered. If
yeah,
it is
yeah.
a previous day or 2, 3 days back dream, it still matters. If it's a
Okay.
recurring dream and it's always recurring in years to come, then it makes sense. But one of a dream which you dreamt probably very long time back, it's of no use decoding that also because it's done.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
gone. Okay. So we will recurring dream. I just remembered one thing. I had a friend who was who used to get a recurring dream of a plane crashing all the time, and it's as if that she's standing and watching, and she can hear the thunder of the plane, and the plane crashes in front of her, and that's it was a recurring dream always, and she would sweat and she would wake up, and there's always this fear that what if it falls on me. But it never fell on her. But it was the feeling that it could fall on me. And the surrounding backdrop will always change. That's not same. Only the plane used to happen like that. So then I spoke to her. Then I asked her, kept on asking her a lot of things. It's not a one day thing which we did. We kept on talking about it. And I told her that whenever she hears any plane sound in reality, okay, when she's in office, when she's outside the house, whenever the plane sound comes, she needs to pinch herself or she needs to pinch her nose. Okay. Now, if she doesn't feel the pain or if she's still able to breathe, that means she's dreaming. Because in reality, you hold her like this, you can't breathe. Correct? And then I told her, you just tell yourself the question, am I dreaming? No, I'm not dreaming. In reality, she kept practicing that. And the next time when she got the dream, in the dream, she did the same because she had practiced it so much. And then she thought, oh, I'm dreaming. The moment she knew that she's dreaming, the plane did not crash. It just went away. And that was the last of the dream. So this is why it is very important to practice in the usual awakened, I don't say awakened, wakeful time, so that it can change in the dream. And then she was never scared of it anymore. All she had to tell herself was, this is a dream, it's not reality. Of course, there is something beyond it. Why she's getting that dream, it can be past life. There are so many things. That's not important for her. What important was for her was to stop that dream. Right? So it's different for different people. Okay? We all have to figure it out how to do these things. But there are, of course, tools which people can use and then, they can be better in their life. Okay, so today we will see how we can plan our dream. Can anybody tell me why we have to plan our dream? Of course, you don't have to plan. But if you just want to plan, there should be a reason why you're planning, right? Can somebody tell me why probably you would want to plan your dream? Anybody know why?
To help manifest.
Absolutely. First is manifest what? Yes, manifest what?
And that depends on the person.
Manifest the dream itself. Make the
Yes.
dream come to you.
Correct.
Because once the dream comes, then हजार thing you can do, right? Lot of things you can do it, right? Okay. Now, if you manifest a dream, you don't have to sit and decode your dream, no? Because you already planned it. Isn't it easier? And if you manifest a dream, you can even manifest your healing, your whatever, every desire of yours, you can manifest, isn't it? So effectively using the dream probably would be to plan the dream. Okay? What you can do is plan a dream, but there is no guarantee that whatever you plan, it will come. Correct? Sometimes it will come the way you have planned. Sometimes it will be shown to you in a different way. So some amount of decoding still required. But this is also one way of getting our consciousness to concentrate, focus. Okay? So the more you plan, the more dreams will align to the plan. Like how Pratima said, you may watch a movie, you might have stopped in halfway, and you might dream that, and you might complete it. Maybe because you felt that, oh gosh, I stopped in the middle and something, something like that. So you might end up completing it. Is it really making sense to complete a movie? Why should you complete a movie? Anyway, that movie is there. You can see it tomorrow, the remaining half. All that is fine. But this is how the mind behaves in the dream space. That's what we are trying to just discuss here. Okay. Now, all of this, if you try, you will realize that how many wonderful things actually you can do it by trying to practice these things. And I really wish that you all practice some few of them at least, so that you'll see how powerful all of these are. Okay. Now let's talk about what all those things you can plan. Okay. So first and foremost, even before that, is whatever you plan, it should be very exciting for you. What if you want to heal a relationship with your mother-in-law, but in reality, you don't want to see her face? Do you think she will come in the dream and then you will be able to heal it? Absolutely not. It will become like a Dracula will probably come and stand in front of you. And that's definitely indicating something. Okay? And the Dracula may tell you how rubbish you are. You should be able to take it. Because deep down, your subconscious mind is telling about you only. But in case if you are able to figure out, oh, that's a dream sign, I am dreaming, then you can speak to the Dracula, and the Dracula might become very nice, and you might feel, hey, actually it's fine to be with the Dracula. This is how things can change. Okay? So, but all of this can happen only if you're able to control a little bit of the dream part. If you're able to wake yourself up and control it. Okay? So what all you can dream? What all you can plan it? You can plan that I want to meet one of my inner child and understand the inner child. Or I want to meet a past life. Maybe you should be very clear. Like there is some problem I'm facing, and I suspect that there could be a past life. So I want to meet that past life and I want to understand better. Or you want a talent in you to come out. So you want to meet that, the talent of yours. Okay. Then you might study, if the talent is related to painting, you might see Van Gogh coming and telling you some of the secrets. Okay, something like that. Or you can even meet an ancestor. Or you can figure out whether you will get some job which you are so want to join. Or some advisors, career advisors. Okay, or some fantastic spiritual experiences. This is very, very normal. Many people do this, spiritual experiences, or healing yourself, or healing someone. So all of this, you can put it like a dream plan so that it happens to you. Okay, let's give an example. Let's assume that you make a dream plan. We will talk about how to make a dream plan in a couple of minutes. But let's assume that you are making a healing of healing your pain as your dream plan. Okay, let's assume that it's about a knee pain. Okay, and you make a plan where you say that this knee is paining for me and how it is giving me the pain and what it makes you feel. You'll write all about it, and then you also probably define how do you want to heal it. You know, let's assume you know Reiki. Then you say that I will put my hand in the Reiki thing, I will put it there, and then it's going to heal me. Or you look at Michael will come, Michael will heal me. Or you say that ball of light comes there and I put it there. Or you know some herbs and you as if you're going to put the herb there. Any of this, okay? So people have to plan it like that. Okay. What happens next? So when you plan it and then when you sleep, there are high chances that night you will dream the same thing and something similar will happen. Even though let's assume that you don't have the capacity to control your dream, wake yourself up at that time a little bit and then control the dream where you really heal your own self, automatically the dream might do. Someone else, you may see like someone else coming and putting their hand in healing, or you are doing it for yourself, or something will happen which is related to the pain. And the next step is next day morning when you wake up, you're supposed to try to see how much of the pain has reduced. Then only this makes sense, right? So this is how the dream plans will help. This is like writing your own dream and seeing that. It may not come as exactly as what you have written, but definitely it will come in some way or the other, and then it'll heal you. But of course, you should be excited about it. That's one of the major thing about getting a dream related to that. Okay? Let me give an example of my own example. Have I given this example, my electric car Reva charging? I might have given. Have I given?
No.
No, I'm not. Okay. So I had once upon a time a Reva, which is an electric car. And of course, that was a second hand, so it had a lot of problems. But I loved it because it's very small, compact. It's as small as an auto, and I can just follow the auto driver and he will take me anywhere. That's how I have become extremely good in driving, if you ask me. So since it was very old one, it had quite a bit of problems, and it also had some problems related to charging. Okay, so one day when I kept it for charging, next day I see that it's not charged at all. And it was very irritating for me because calling the mechanics of Reva and then getting it, they will take it and getting it back. It was really irritating. And then I started thinking again, something started. And that night when I slept, I didn't have any great idea of all this dream plan, etc., etc. Okay. But I happened to think deep about it, and I was thinking, what is that reason for it not to charge? There must be some reason which I'm not getting it. the solution might be simple. What is that I'm not seeing? And I remember sleeping thinking like that. And in my dream, in either in the morning half of the dream or whatever, I don't remember. In my dream, somebody is telling me, I'm not able to see them, but I could hear them. Somebody is telling me that you have kept the key in the ignition. And Reva has a security, for security reasons, it does that if the key is inside, it doesn't charge. The key has to be removed, then only it will charge. So somebody said that you kept the key there. Go there, remove the key, and it will charge. The first thing in the morning, even before I brushed, I ran outside to see in my nightie, and I saw the key is there. I just removed the key and it started working. So this is how the solutions can come if you plan it before the dream, before you sleep. There are plenty of such things which have happened in my life, and most of those things which I resist to understand, resist to see in my conscious state happens in the, yes, Kavita, you can go. Okay, happens in the dream space for me. So it is like if I have witnessed something which is a very impactful dream or which I totally remember, then I know that something in future I am going to handle, and that's why it is coming, or something which is I am not handling it, that's why it's coming. And I also believe that I am healing myself with that, so I should be open with that. Okay, so there are many such things which has happened to a lot of people, and we all have to be little aware of those so that it starts making us better, it starts making us grow, and it will make us probably, it will take us to a different level sometimes, because they're very profound sometimes. They're so profound that sometimes you'll start getting fever, etc. the next day. Okay? Okay. So dream plan is actually a suggestion to the mind. It is like suggesting the subconscious mind. But sometimes it follows, sometimes it doesn't. Because your subconscious mind is the master. And also how it reveals to you, it totally depends. So if you're not even ready for the solution, that also it will indicate you. But it will indicate in a metaphorical way. Sometimes it will lead you to the solution. Sometimes it may not exactly give you the solution, but it will open up doors for you so that you can, find out solution through those doors. Something like it will remove the fear from you so that now you're all ready to go for a therapy. Something like that. Okay. So it may not directly heal you, but it will remove all the blocks for you so that you can go to a therapist and you can get healed. Okay. Now, this manifestation can happen in several ways. One is manifestation of your plan can happen as a dream. Manifestation of the plan which you have written can happen in the waking life also. Meaning, if you're trying to write a plan that I want to talk to this person for various reasons, let's assume the relationship has broken. And you think that you need to rebuild the relationship. And so you're trying to make a dream plan where you make a connection. Okay, so that in the reality it will follow. But you will never get the dream, let's assume, because maybe that's very important for you to act in the real life. But because you wrote the plan, you're putting that intent that you are ready to build the relationship back again. So for all you know, they might suddenly call you, or they might respond to you over WhatsApp, or your paths may cross again, that you will have another opportunity to build the relationship. So writing the dream plan can happen anywhere. That's why it's beneficial either way, right? It's like it works like a vision board. Okay. So it's worthwhile to write a dream plan and to see how that manifests in the real life. Okay. Now, once you finish your dream plan, then only move to the next dream plan. Or the dream plan which you have written is obsolete, that is, it doesn't make sense anymore, then you change the dream plan. But if you're writing every day new, different dream plan, you're telling your mind, nothing is important for me, then nothing will come. See, you have to be important for yourself, then only the important things can happen to you. For example, if you make your life interesting, your dreams are interesting. If your life is very boring, dreams are boring. They're not important then. So it's who you are in the dream. So you have to take the clue like this from the dream. Now, how do you write this dream plan? One is writing. Okay. So what are you going to write? You're writing a letter to your subconscious mind. So you're telling the subconscious mind, when I dream next time, I would like to dream this. I want to do this. And clearly write. Maybe you write like 4-5 lines, half a page, it's up to you. And the second thing is, most of us dream with pictures, right? Is there anybody here who dream without pictures? I have not come across anybody. Is there anybody who dream without pictures? Maybe just the sound or any such things like that. Mostly not. Okay. So that means picture is very important for us. So the next step is try to write picture of whatever you have written. It can be any kind of picture. It need not have to be very colorful, artistic. It can be, if it's a knee pain, you show a big pain, red color probably, or maybe bandage you put it, stick man, or anything you can write which will indicate for you it's a pain, knee pain. It can be like a mind map also. It can be flow chart also. It can be anything. But it's pictorial representation of what you're trying to write. And the third thing is call out statements. What are those call out statements? Call out statement is something like calling it. Like heal the knee, heal the pain, or charge Reva. So the small sentences you should have. Okay? And before you sleep, call that out several times. What do? First you write step number 1. Write the whole description of what you would like to dream. Second thing is write small pictures so that you can see the picture and that will remember. Third thing is write down this call out statements and keep looking at the picture, call it out several times, and then you sleep. This is the dream plan. Everybody is clear? So try this dream plan tonight and see what your dream will show you. And next day morning when you get up, you have to decode, or not even decode. You have to see what is the impact of that particular dream. Of course, for this you need to remember your dream. So it's like we are building up, okay? I remembered my dream, I was able to do it, figure out the science. Now we are able to trying to manifest our dreams by dream plan. So if you're not able to do some steps backwards, it's going to be difficult here. So then you will have to get back and practice a little more and then do this. Okay? So tonight, the to-do for you to have the dream plan. And tomorrow morning, try to figure out what was the dream and how did it come as per the dream plan? If so, what is the impact of that? So if you do this, next dream decode is simple because we are building it up. Okay, so that's all for today. I have few more seconds. maybe few more minutes. Maybe all of you can switch on your camera and discuss. If you have any question, you can ask. Or if you have anything to tell, you can.
Asinia, one question, Pala here. Yeah, for the dream plan, must you repeat every day?
Until the dream comes, I would rather do it. Now that again, I
Okay.
told you, if the dream plan doesn't make any sense to you anymore, I want lottery ticket, I want this lottery to happen, and the date also gets over, then there's no point thinking about that lottery, no?
Yeah.
You may want to continue because lottery comes in different ways,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But it depends. Sometimes we lose the enthusiasm of it. That time also you can change your dream plan.
Okay. Then my second question is, once it's manifested, are we supposed to say something like gratitude or some kind of words?
You can show gratitude to the dreamer in you.
Dreamer in me. Okay.
Yeah, because the dreamer is that person who is like sitting there, Pala wants this dream. Should we give it today? How should we give it? So it's deciding. She is deciding inside you, and she knows whom to bring here, which personality to bring and make the dream for you, right? So there is a part of you which is a dreamer. You can always show thanks to the dreamer.
Yeah,
So the dreamer
okay.
gets encouraged more. You build a connection with your dreamer. So then next
Yeah.
time onwards, you write a letter to the dreamer. This is what I want. Can you please do it? Then the dreamer will do it easily.
Okay. Earlier to just now, you were saying something like you before you sleep, if you have some kind of pain, you can heal yourself. Yeah, I did a few times actually. The pain was very acute. So before I sleep, I pray to my guru saying that, in my sleep, please heal me.
Absolutely. That's exactly
Then
your
after that,
dream plan.
I went to sleep. Next day, when I noticed, the pain gone. That means there's some, so I just thank. So
It is.
now you're
You
saying
achieved
this.
it. You have achieved it. Now it repeatedly comes. There is something dreamer is telling you,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
If it again recurs and comes back, the pain, then you have to figure it out. At least can you tell me the reason? No, then I'll heal that part, right? So you write a dream plan. Tell me the reason why I'm getting this pain like this again.
Oh, okay. That means I can ask the reason why also.
You
Yeah?
can guide me,
Okay.
advise me, like that. You can use the words.
Oh, okay. And then another one is that if you have some kind of a personalized spiritual dream, I understand that you're not supposed to discuss with anyone. Is it true?
So the thing is, people may not understand. They may ridicule you, and which will demotivate you, because everybody's experience is my own experience. I would want to discuss with the same kind of mentality people and who can understand it better. Right?
Because what I understand is that must be silent about it. That is what I read in one of the spiritual
What is
books.
that you
So
read?
that must be silent. Don't discuss.
Why you should be silent? Because not everybody can understand. Point number
Oh,
one.
because of this. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
And then you get demotivated, something like that. Second thing is, there could be people much more powerful than you. They can use your energy, your capability.
Oh, okay.
So you should not.
Okay,
Unless
thank
you
you.
know that person and you trust them, they're like guide to you, guru to you, then they'll tell you what is the next step for you. That time you can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Isha, do we
Vita.
paint the pictures, or do we stick the pictures, or how do we do for the manifestation?
I
For
just
the
scribble. I doodle.
Triple. Okay, that will be okay.
Yeah, you can cut pictures also and put it. If you want to buy an awesome dress, maybe you can take the picture and print out and put it like this. Maybe you want to look very thin and sexy, you can do that too.
Okay, okay, right.
You know, you're very thin, but I'm telling you.
Lose weight also we can do that from big to small.
Yeah. And you can have a lot of fun in the dream. Okay, so And it's nothing wrong in having some fun, especially if you lack fun in your life, you can have fun in your dream. You're not going to harm anybody, right? So, and it makes you like satisfied. So all of it, you can do it. So I feel dream is such a beautiful word, which makes you feel so nice. And by the way, you can heal. So you do all of it, and in the middle, you heal a little bit also. So it's like that, right?
Isha, I was just reading about one celebrity chef who lost about 20 kgs by appealing to the subconscious mind in his dreams or in his sleep.
Kriti,
So
I'll
what
tell
is
you.
it? Is this
I'll tell you
something-
one thing.
Yeah.
There is no shortcut to certain
Yeah.
few things in your life.
Mhm,
All of this subconscious mind training will only help you.
mhm.
Does this mean that you shouldn't do any exercise and go on eating junk?
No,
No.
no. He was
Right?
doing all that, but
Yeah.
this helped him.
Yes, absolutely. It'll help.
It'll help.
It'll also help you, like it'll give you advice. Maybe go to this person, or maybe you do this kind of diet, or maybe, so many other things. Maybe it'll fulfill you so much that what is the reason for having the, fat?
Mhm.
Maybe insecurity. So that part of the one which is feeling insecure may come out to the awareness, and she may let go of that insecure feeling.
Mhm.
Then it'll very easy to lose weight. So a lot of such things happen.
Yeah, I mean, he
In
was talking
what
about
way
a
it
program.
helps, you can't make out, right? That's why you write the dream plan and
Mm.
allow it to unfold to you. That's the easiest way, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody has any more question? If not, today we have finished exactly on the dot. Not on the dot, even 2 minutes early. I achieved something. Okay, ladies.